What does a takeout menu from a Chinese restaurant in the 90s look like? Not like this. This one's way too new.
Just take a look at the fonts. The subtle off-white coloring. My God, it even has a URL.
This one comes from a world where 9/11 has already happened. Or take this one, for example. This one feels like your customers all fought in World War II. You know, boomer 9/11. More importantly, what am I, Webby Award-winning film and television person of the year in 2014, Freddie Wong, doing wasting your time with this bizarrely specific question? It's because answering bizarrely specific questions is the best part about making movies, baby. For example, in our last film, We're All Gonna Die, we had to saw a chunk off of a Ford F-150 and still have it be drivable. And in our next movie, Nail House, one of the characters, the younger brother, is stuck. He can't let go of his late mother's restaurant, so he's kept everything the same decor, the same silverware, the same menu. So that menu from this restaurant, frozen in time from the 90s, has to look right. Because if it looks like this, oh, you know what my character is gonna sound like in that movie. Be like in Dune, he'd be using the voice. So where do we start? We start by looking for real-world examples. When it comes to Chinese restaurant menus, there's only one place on my mind. That's the LA Central Library.
And in a room just past this cool sign we got some B-roll in front of.
Cool.
I met up with food writer and creator-in-residence Tien Nguyen to peruse a bit of the library's vintage menu collection.
If we look at some of the earlier menus, this is Forbidden Palace, which is a restaurant in New Chinatown. This is dated like 1940s. It was very heavily illustrated, quite beautiful actually.
Yeah.
And you notice it's all in English, so you can kind of get a sense of who their audience was. And you can see that chop suey is pretty much the dominant thing on a lot of these 40s, 50s menus.
And in that time too, I think also it's just like kind of what people associated with Chinese food.
Very much so.
People were getting sloshed at Forbidden Palace. Look at this drink list.
I mean, it is massive. You have cocktails, and you have mixed drinks, and then you just want straight up liquor.
Rums,
There's the whiskey.
brandies. This is a bar that did chop suey on this side.
This is Fong's, which is from the 1960s.
Oh, okay, so we're a little bit later
A little
on,
bit
a little bit more
later.
graphic design.
Yeah. So whoever owned this restaurant had a very certain idea of what they wanted to convey.
What is interesting to me here is that there's now a little bit more of a foregrounding of the Chinese names of things, right? And it's like parenthetical, here's what this actually is, as opposed to here where you're not getting even any whiff of it. You know?
Exactly. So here they talk about wonton and they translate it to Chinese.
Chinese
Chinese
ravioli.
You know, I've seen that on a couple of menus from this era as well. It's not until you get to the 70s and 80s where wonton is just wonton.
Wonton can be just wonton, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you went up to an Italian person on the internet and you called ravioli Italian wontons? Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
You wouldn't see the end of it.
Points. Yes. It's always a hard thing with translation, right? Because if you don't know anything about Chinese cuisine and it says fried turnip cake, you would expect to get a sponge cake or something.
Like a sponge cake and there'd be turnips. That sounds incredibly unappetizing.
Yes. And then here, this is not translated, which I thought was just very interesting.
That is interesting.
Hey Mom, can I FaceTime you really quick? I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the back, they just have in Chinese no translation for it. And I was wondering if you could help me read this.
It's just like weekly dim sum. This is kind of like what the service they have.
So it's like an advertisement for the restaurant.
Yeah, it's kind of like summarize what they are doing.
Wait, so but it's interesting because it's only in Chinese.
Well, that's only for Chinese. Let me see the soup and then.
Hey, don't get too hungry, all right?
蘑菇梅肉汤. Oh my God! Actually, they have some authentic stuff here.
Thank you, Mom.
All right, bye.
Bye. Man, she got opinions about places. Some of these places aren't even around anymore. She's like, that's stupid. They're just trying to survive. Meanwhile, here they are catching strays in 2025, 70 years later. Over FaceTime. Ugh. So now we're starting to get into sort of the time period for our movie Nail House, which is kind of like late 80s, 90s.
Often these were single sheets of paper that were folded up, black ink on colorful paper, and they were used as mailers, flyers, as well as like being the phone delivery menu.
Always a sign of success from restaurants at this time when they have two phone numbers.
Right.
You're having multiple phone lines in case one is busy. You know these folks were doing good. Chin's Garden is really pushing the envelope forward here. You can get free dinner from a TV place. Buy a TV from us and then we'll give you a dinner. And the coupon is the menu itself? That's forward thinking.
You can open up Samwoo.
Oh yeah. Samwoo's still around.
Samwoo's
I still
still
get
around.
barbecue from Samwoo.
Oh yeah, Samwoo has been around in many different locations.
Oh wow.
And this is a quarter folded menu. So I just love this little cute illustration.
Oh, the MSG.
And then like no MSG,
upon
yeah.
request. I don't know why you'd want that. This feels like, especially the words golden china, specifically feels like this was hand drawn. Right, so the end flip up at the end, and the end here has
It's
a
not as flipped,
different ending stroke. You can see just a hint
Oh, I
of
see what you're saying. Yeah.
of the way that they laid these out, just a hint of a cutout
Yes.
over there. There's a calligraphic element. So Samwoo has it pretty obviously, plum tree in. It's an interesting sort of like human handmade part of it that suddenly shows up. It's not just existing art and just letter forms.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a challenge for a lot of restaurants when you do have like a menu that feels like a template. Like how do you feel
how
like
do you stand out?
Yeah, how do you stand out? And then how do you put as an owner your personal artistic flair to something, your imprint on a restaurant? Especially if you really love the food and you really want to share your cuisine with folks.
Yeah.
And as I looked across all of these different menus, a new question popped up in my head. Who's printing all of these? People running the restaurants are like my mom's age. I can't imagine her firing up Quark Express and her Apple Macintosh to join the desktop publishing revolution. Now, certainly some of them probably did, but like, not all of them, right? Turns out I am right. We found one of the oldest print shops still doing restaurant work today, operating out of the San Gabriel Valley, a place called Fong's Graphics and Printing, where I met up with Doris and Daphne Fong, who've been working the joint since 1985.
40 years. We have a celebration this year.
I had my 40-year celebration this year too.
Oh, you're 40?
You were the 85.
You was born?
Born at the same time.
Same time.
Who were your customers in the early days?
Our customer is in the local, also in the nationwide. We start for the printing, and then later we do the light bars, poster, everything. We have all the menu, different kind.
What kind? Can you show me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an old style menu, like this kind.
Oh, wow.
Is a stamping.
Yeah.
It's a one color. When the customer come in to decide the menu, I told them which dishes you want. They just mark down what you want. Then we use that.
So the restaurant
plan.
owners would come and they would order what was in the restaurant from you?
They come here like a library to see what they can find.
So sometimes they come here when they say like, "Oh, that sounds good. We should make that," and then they add that to their menu.
Oh yeah. We spend a lot of money hire a photographer to take all the pictures. And the people come can choose what they want.
These are your pictures.
This is our picture. We have a Hawaii food, Japanese food.
Do you have that? Can I see that?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is the whole album.
The album. Vietnamese.
To the customer use.
Which is probably the most used picture, you think?
Orange chicken.
When we're doing our movie, the thing that we were thinking about is the trifold paper menu.
Trifold, yes. Trifold paper menu. This is a trifold. Yeah.
This looks like calligraphy
Yeah.
up here. So would you do that? Would you do that in-house?
Yes. Some people whiten, then we
I
collect
see.
all the, this is like a appetizer. Soup and the meat and the rice, beef, seafood, everything. We collect then what the customer need, then we put in the menu like this way.
Oh, I
Yeah, they put in the menu. Yeah.
So you would have some of these, and then you would say,
Collect, yeah.
great, meat, we can just put it in and then use it as an
Yeah.
element.
Before is some Chinese we need to whiten also, but don't use it anymore.
Yeah.
Some the item we whiten,
Yeah.
but mostly is for the heading. This is a one color machine. It's a long time same machine to print a single color.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's an old machine, still working.
Most of the stuff that we associate with Chinese American food, sweet and sour pork and like kung pao chicken and stuff, they are staples that are pulling from a playbook of hits that they know will work with American audiences. It cracks me up to think that it's the same picture of like orange chicken from here, from coast to coast. It's the same one. You walk into different restaurants around the country at a certain point in time and just get the exact same picture. So we have a pretty good idea of what the menu for Mama Wong's Dumpling House should look like, but we still want that human touch to do the name of the restaurant in calligraphy. And just like those restaurant owners from back in the day we started,
by asking around and seeing if anybody knew anybody. Fortunately, producer Cherish Chen's mom happens to know a calligrapher.
I'm not a calligrapher, okay? I'm the regular person.
Do you warm up? Do you have to do some practice stroke first?
Usually,
Yeah.
most of calligrapher, they want to warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not that good. So practice or not, doesn't matter. So when you're getting older, the hands are shaking. This is not good for writing. I have this kind of problem right now.
But that's you, that's your hand, that's your character though, you know?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm getting more age, then my hand's shaking too. My foot is shaking too. My body is shaking too.
Okay.
Oh, 谢谢. Maybe this way. Yeah.
Just like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Mama Wong's Dumpling House Takeout menu, a small but important part of Nail House.
You can get your hands on the final menu prop that we're going to be using in the movie by heading over to the Nail House Backer Kit crowdfund campaign. There's links probably everywhere on this page.
We're gonna toss this in for all of the physical reward tiers because, you know, we're shipping you something anyway. And on the higher tiers, we're talking to Fongs to do a limited edition signed numbered run on the original one color machine that you saw in this video.
And just like the crowdfund campaigns for all 3 seasons of Video Game High School, this is gonna be your chance to get your grubby mitts on backer exclusive Blu-rays, DVDs, merch, MSG. And we recognize a good idea when we see it, by the way, because on one of the higher tiers, we are selling the ad space on the back of the menu.
Movies are crafted from the labors of many hands, which makes them uniquely expensive artistic endeavors. So if you're planning on pirating Nail House when it eventually comes out, I can't blame you. I've pirated so much stuff. Are you kidding me? But if you're planning on not seeding it when you're torrenting it, that I cannot abide. I will not brook leeches. If you're planning on watching Nail House using more conventional methods, then do us a solid. Get a digital download or a physical copy from the crowdfund campaign because your money is most useful right now where we can put it directly to use in the project, as opposed to afterwards when we're done. Plus, have you seen what the Kickstarter VHS Blu-rays go for now on eBay? I should have just stockpiled those. If you're a real sicko for how the sausage gets made, you can find that on our Patreon. Oh, and in case you were wondering, while we were over at Dennis's, we had him do like a couple more pieces. A piece of art that's gonna hang in the restaurant, as well as a treatment for the title of the movie.
What do you see?
Not 100% satisfied. Still.
But are you ever 100% satisfied? He redid the character that was bothering him. We just, move it around in Photoshop. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you smash that like bell, share, subscribe, and we're gonna notify you. And check out the Nail House crowdfund campaign at nailhouse.film. Support independent cinema. Okay, bye.